Aiden, you're obviously very active tonight. Coach Signetti kind of called you the quarterback of the defense, I guess. Is that, do you kind of see yourself that way? And I mean, I guess how much have you kind of embraced kind of being that leader and that guy on that side of the ball?
It's definitely something I've embraced. They kind of put me in this position where they want me to go out there and lead and kind of bring the energy to the defense. And I want to get out there and do just that and help guys get lined up, allow them to play faster. At the end of the day, if they're playing faster, I'm playing faster, and we'll be an explosive defense for playing that way.
So on your left of Mike and then Zach.
Yeah, I mean, you got a number of guys out, with injuries this spring. Have you been able to kind of get a feel for what this defense will actually look like in the fall, or are you kind of looking forward to getting some of those faces back and seeing what this group really looks like?
Definitely a couple pieces that we've been missing here and there, and I'm sure with how the portal will shake out, there'll be even more new faces in here. I just think the biggest thing now is, like Coach Signetti talked about, the guys that usually don't get as many reps are getting those reps, and we're just building depth. So by the time season comes, we'll be a very deep team, and that's something that's going to play to our advantage.
Standing up with Zach and then go to Pete.
Coach Signetti said that he thinks Brian Haynes sleeps a lot better knowing kind of he's got you at the heart of it all. What has he, Coach Haynes, kind of put on your shoulders in the past? What's the same about it when you're here, and maybe what's different when it's the two of you trying to kind of build at a new place, new personnel, similar relationship, but, kind of different challenge?
I would just say the biggest thing between me and Coach Haynes would be our communication and our trust within one another. I felt like at times last year we were kind of thinking the same calls at the same time. So it's just been huge to develop with him and under him, and being able to grow not only within his scheme but as a person, and just kind of knowing his tendencies and building off of those things for myself as well.
Aiden over here. The next couple months before, fall camp, what's going to be your focus? What do you want to really dial in to really improve?
I definitely want to get my twitchiness back up, kind of get my legs back under me a little bit, recover. Biggest thing for me will be kind of affecting the pass game a little more. I know what I can do in the run game, moving lateral, sideline to sideline within the box. I want to be able to get my hands within the pass game and affect the game through the air as well.
Third row on your left is Sammy.
Aiden, at the end of the game, last play, you bring a kid out onto the field. That's what the spring game's kind of about. What did you know about Drew, and how special of a moment is that for you to be a part of a core memory for somebody like that?
I just think it's awesome. That kid's been through a lot, and us being able to be around him has really affected me personally, knowing that kid's been through a lot and how strong he is and his character. So if we're out here running a couple sprints, we can do a couple extra. That kid's been through a lot more than that, and I think it was just awesome to see, and a special moment for not only him but for us as well.
Standing left with Todd, and we'll go to Jack.
I know it's hard to assess this when you're on the field, but what do you feel like was really good tonight that's encouraging, and what do you think defensively is something that that the whole unit needs to work on a little bit?
I'll say opening up, we came out with a lot of energy, got those stops early. I just think being a little more disciplined, third down jump. Obviously, you're twitched up, spring game, first drive, happens. I just think some of the fits could have been a little cleaner. Communication-wise, we could have been a lot cleaner. Just kind of like those little things, which amount to big things, but we'll get those cleaned up and we'll get back to it.
We'll go to Jack on your right, and then Daniel.
Yeah, you talk about being a leader. I guess when you have a team with so many new transfers, new faces, how do you kind of approach that, bringing guys together, and kind of how did you feel like tonight, everyone kind of, maybe the chemistry on defense, just knowing roles and things like that?
We're definitely still building it as we go. I'd say the biggest thing is just spending time with each other. Even in the meeting room, just picking each other's brains, kind of see like what guys think and how they're feeling certain things out schematically, and then even like as a person, just playing to their strengths and what they like to do, and then being able to build off of that.
We'll go to Daniel on your left, and then Gwen.
Yeah, in terms of that locker room and trying to establish that change within this program as much on the field as off of it, where have you kind of seen the most progress so far?
I would definitely say the off-season workouts. You kind of build a lot of trust and continuity within those. You're going through stuff that isn't very fun. A lot of the workouts, you're doing a lot of sprints, conditioning work, lifting a lot of weights. So by the time you hit the field, you feel like you're on another level with these guys, and you're able to build off and have a respect for one another that you're going to get the job done when it comes down to it.
We'll go Gwen, fourth row on your right, and then Seth.
What were kind of the team expectations coming into tonight, or like the message that was given?
I would say the biggest thing was just showing growth. The growth we've had since day one has been huge, and our big thing is just 1% every day. I think we definitely showed that from when we started, And the biggest thing is just building off each other and kind of playing more as a unit instead of a bunch of individuals.
We'll go Seth on the left here.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about Jacob Mangum Farrar adjusting to the stud position. Obviously, you're familiar with what that role entails coming in. Already knowing the system. Just how much progress have you seen him made? Adapting to that new role this spring.
Man, he's explosive. He's a real twitchy guy. I think his body's really shaped out to be a really good player in that position. He's gonna make a lot of plays come the fall, and he's a really explosive player. And I'm excited to see him play that position a lot.